Hello everyone, welcome to TechSpark. My name is Anush Kumar, a Java trainer, 5+ years of IT experience. This is the advanced Java session 1. Today's session agenda will be, we will see what is exception handling. So inside exception handling, basically we will use try catch block to handle this exception. So how to create try catch block, how they are handling exception, we will see. Then we will see what is finally block and what is a throw and throws keyword. So this all things we will going to discuss in this session. So let's start with abstraction and abstraction handling. So whenever a bad user, so what is basically an abstraction? So abstraction is whenever a bad user input is given to the program, the execution will halt. Okay. If you divide some number by zero, then you will get infinite, and that is called some abstraction. Okay. Dividing a number by zero, we will get an abstraction. That is called arithmetic abstraction. So so this type of program, if you run, to you will basically get an abstraction. Now to handle those abstraction, we use try catch block. Okay. So what happened in try catch block in Java? In any line of code, in a try block, cause abstraction, then the try block will create an abstraction object. Okay. Try the try block will create an abstraction object, and that abstraction object is sent to the catch block, and the catch block will suppress that abstraction, and the program will further run. So that is the use. So why we are using try catch block. So basically there are two ways of handling the abstraction. First is try catch finally or try catch with resources. Okay. There are two ways, try catch finally or try catch with resources. So to handle abstraction, we use try catch block in Java. In any line of code, that is in try block cause abstraction, then the try block will create an abstraction object, and this object is basically then given to the cache block, and the cache block now suppress the abstraction, and further code will be there. And that there are two ways we can handle abstraction, try catch finally block and try catch with resource. So generally try catch finally block is mostly used. Okay. So this is basically example public class A main method. This is PSVM is a short form of the main method. This is a try block. This is a cache. This is a try cache. So earlier what we have done, this is not inside the try cache block. Int x equal to 10, int y equal to 0. We divided 10 by 0. Int z variable equal to x divided by 10 means divide the 10 by 0. Then you will get an abstraction. Okay. So now this thing we basically put inside a try catch block. Now inside try block we have put int x equal to 10, int y equal to 0, int z new variable where we are storing the result of x divided by y. Okay. Then catch basically suppress the abstraction warning. So here we basically inside the catch we write abstraction E. SOP E. This E will basically written what kind of abstraction we are getting. Then SOP will come. This is the way of handling the abstraction. Now let me show you with the coding perspective how we are in coding language, how we are handling the abstraction. Like this is your class A. Okay. Now this is your main method main. Okay. Now if you the arithmetic abstraction, this is basically int x equal to 10. It is a one variable, or and y equal to 0, one variable. And then I want to store the value of x divided by y in z. So x divided by y. We divide any number by 0, we will get a error. Okay. Let sy so will be z. This is the general way. Here we will get an abstraction. Okay. First, I am showing you what abstraction we are getting, and then how we will handle that abstraction. I will show you with the help of try catch block. So here I will write welcome. Okay. So okay. Now let's see what kind of abstraction we are getting. Just here, go here and go to run the Java program, and you will now you are getting and basically an arithmetic abstraction. This is arithmetic. See abstraction in the thread main. This is the thread. This is the main thread. Java lang dot arithmetic abstraction, because this is arithmetic operation divided number by 0. Okay. In line number 7, it is also given class A Java 7. So this 7 is the line number 7. Here you are getting an abstraction. Okay, now I will what will do this all thing, this thing you can put inside the cache block. Okay, this all thing you can put inside your cache block and your uh, now what I will do, I will write catch try catch block. Okay, in try catch block, now inside the try catch block, if you write your code, if the exception happen in try block, in this try block, if exception happen in this try block, it will create the exception object, and this exception object is sent to the catch block, and catch block basically suppress those exception, and further code will be run. Further code will be run means if I write here sysout system.out print equal to welcome, it will print welcome. Okay, if exception, now what I will do, I will write here int x equal to 10 and y equal to 0 and z equal to x divided by y, x divided by print z, that is the print z is basically storing the result, and f section, this is the syntax of cache block abstraction. E abstraction is basically an parent, and inside abstraction class we have arithmetic abstraction, null pointer abstraction, array index of out of bound, different types of abstraction. We will see further what are the different types of abstraction. Then here we will write sysout e. E will basically print the what kind of abstraction we are basically getting. Like in this is basic. Okay. Now cursor plus save, and now I will run this program. So okay, this is the whole program. You can see this and this. Now I will run this whole program. Run as Java application. Yes. Now we are getting the what kind of section we are getting, arithmetic F section. After the F section is happened, it has handled those F section, and after F section occur, now it is printing the welcome. Okay, earlier it was not printing the welcome. When the F section has occurred, it is halted. The program is further not running. But with the help of try catch block, the F section object we created, it is sent to F section, that is a catch block. The catch block suppress this F section, and further code, that is this line, is basically running. Okay, in this way we are handling the abstraction. Okay, so in this way we are prevent our program from halting. Okay, and if and further code basically keep on running without any halt. So this is the basic use of the try catch block. Okay, now we have hmm. Now we will have a one hierarchy, that is a throwable. It is a parent class. Inside throwable we have the errors and exception. Okay, so and inside exception we have a runtime exception and compile time exception. So this hierarchy you have to remember, because in interview basically they ask, so tell me the hierarchy. So the throwable will be parent class, then you have a error and exception. Inside exception you have runtime exception and compile time. Then for the runtime and compile time, many more things. So I will go to this point also. First, what is a error? So error are basically raised by the environment in which an application is running. Okay, like error are due to the human error, lack of the system error. Means if you're in system, there is a out of memory. That is a some type of error. Human error can be an error. Okay. Out of memory, syntax error, linkage error, so data error. Error data usually raised by the environment which application is running, or error due to the lack of system resources. Okay, so that is basic error. Error are usually raised by environment in which the application is running. Error due to the lack of system resources, like out of memory error, stack overflow, and linkage. So that is basically simple example of error. We know all what is error, but here we will see abstraction, because in programming language we have to mainly deal with the abstraction. If something abstraction occur, So we do not want our project or program to halt that. We after okay, just we want if some exception occur, it will show in the console what kind of exception so that we can tackle it and further program keep on executing. That is the basic need of handling the try catch block. So we basically handle the exception with the try catch block. Okay. Now exception is basically two types. That is a runtime exception and compile time exception. Okay. So runtime exception further divided into runtime abstraction is further divided into. So there is a one more name of runtime abstraction is also known as a unchecked abstraction. So do not be confused if somebody asks you, tell me the types of unchecked abstraction, where what is unchecked abstraction. So don't be confused. Both are same. So inside runtime abstraction, yeah, unchecked abstraction, we have arithmetic abstraction means when we perform a illegal mathematical operation or when bad user input is given. Okay, so that is basically arithmetic operation. Then null pointer abstraction means you are trying to access the variable with the object which is not pointing to null. Then you will get null pointer abstraction. Number format abstraction means when you try to convert a number, yeah, alphanumeric number to a string, then you will basically get a number format. Means when an invalid string to a number conversion is done, okay, then you will get a number format. Means alphanumeric value when try to convert it into the integer, then you will get number format. Array index out of bound means when you try to access the variable of the array which is out of bound, means array is of 4 size and you want to access the array of index 6. So then you will get array index out of bound abstraction. Then class cast abstraction. Basically, class cast abstraction happen when you try to access the thing which are basically okay. Now, first, what I will do, let me explain one by one, and I will also explain with the help of the example also. What is arithmetic abstraction and all of this and more. Okay. So here, so this example which we have just seen, okay, this example is basically an arithmetic abstraction of this example is basically an ARTHIMAT arithmetic abstraction. What happened here? Whenever we invalid mathematical operation is performed is divide any number by zero, okay, then we will get arithmetic abstraction. This is abstraction is the parent class, okay. So what if any kind of if you write abstraction, basically what happened if any kind of abstraction occur like arithmetic abstraction occur, null pointer abstraction occur, it will handle all kind of abstraction. Okay, but if you write only here only like only you have write arithmetic TS, yeah, arithmetic, TEXCE, only this you will write. Then it will only handle arithmetic abstraction only. Okay. Change to arithmetic abstraction. Okay. So only it will catch arithmetic abstraction only. Then it will not catch other kind of abstraction. So that is different between the abstraction, arithmetic abstraction, and throwable. Okay. These are parent. Okay. So now if I will run, it will basically give us the following same result. Okay. Now this is arithmetic abstraction. Then the second abstraction we have seen a number format abstraction. This number format abstraction means when an invalid string to number conversion is done. Okay, invalid string to number conversion means this is a try catch block. Okay. Now I am telling you number format abstraction. A number format number format application. Now, what basically we are doing? We are converting invalid string to a number. Invalid string means alphanumeric value, string, alphanumeric value. Alphanumeric value basically means it will contain A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3 arcs. Okay, this is basically an alphanumeric value. This is a alpha, numeric value means it contain a number plus string also, and then this string is converted into an integer like int x. Then you have to int integer dot parse int. In this way, basically, we convert the here the name should be different. Integer dot parse int is the way of parsing certain kind of data type to required data type. Means the string now you want to convert it into the integer and store in int variable. So you have created int variable which will basically store the value which you what you were doing integer dot parse int means you are parsing the thing means converting the things into integer. Okay, that's why we are doing integer dot parse int. If you want some another thing float to float dot parse float. Okay, in this way you can convert. If you want to change into float number floating point, then you can write fl float f equal to flo float dot parse parse flo parse float. In this way you will basically write. Okay, f should be capital flo float dot parse float. This is the way of parsing. Okay, parsing is changing one type to another type. So this is the thing. So I think you must be clear how we are parsing. So now this thing you have done. This is alphanumeric value. We could try to convert into integer. Then you will basically get an error because 1, 2, 3 will be stored as an integer. But what about ABCD? ABCD will not be stored as the integer. Then as far as SOUP, you want to enter y. Let's run this program. Now you can see we are getting number format exception at number 7, while line number 7 while converting we are getting when we are trying to convert this string into an integer, then we are getting an exception number format. Okay, in here you can write number format yeah exception exception e. Okay, or you can here also write here number format exception. Yes, right. Now you are getting number format exception. Okay. If also you can write here exception and run. Now you will get number format. So this is the right way of writing the catch block. Okay. So we have seen number format and exception. Okay. Now, one is another is now I will show you what is a null pointer exception. Now I will show you the example of null pointer exe. Null pointer exception means when you try to access the variable with the object, okay, which is not pointing to anything, means it is basically a null, like a first. Let me show you something. Yeah, okay. So you in this one. This is a main method, okay, and okay, and this I will create a one variable that is stat static static b b1. So I have created an reference variable. Class name is a a1. Okay, and just write semicolon. Okay, so this is the basically pointing to null. because we have not instantiated anything in this object of a class, that is p1 reference variable. Okay, and now we will create one uh, and x equal to something, matlab 10 variable I have created. Okay, remove this. Now I will what I want to access this variable, that is this static variable can be accessed without creating an object. B1 dot x. We are getting null pointer of section, because why we are getting null pointer of section, because here we have not done the change. Okay, we have not initiated or not put anything, like this is the initiation. Okay, in this way we are creating a object, remember. So what here, this thing is basically empty. So if it is empty, the null will be stored. Okay. And this static basically means you can access the static variable in anything, anywhere from the program. Because it is static, we can access inside the method or also access outside the method also. So that's why we want reference variable dot x. Okay. Now this is a null pointer exception. So you can, what you can do to handle this abstraction. The calling statement you can put inside the try catch block. So the calling statement, let me put inside the try catch block. Yeah. Here you can write SYSUT. He want to call, that is a P1 X. Okay. And here I will write E dot print stack trace. So E dot print stack trace will give us the exact line number where the error is basically happened. Okay, E dot print stack trace will give us exact line number where the error is basically happening. Or simple E will also give the same thing. Okay, and just after this, you can write SYSOUT if it and write welcome. The program will not halt and welcome will be print even after an error has basically occurred. So null pointer abstraction, without the abstraction occur when we are not using try catch block, the program basically end here and halt. Halt means it is stop here only. But when we use try catch block, it will not halt. It is handled by try catch block, and further code welcome is also printing. Okay, that is the null pointer abstraction. Similarly, array index out of bound abstraction is same thing. If you want to access the array which is out of bound, means array size is 3. Array size is basically 3, and you want to access the array 4 with index 4, index 5, which is basically not present. So then you will basically what, you will get an error like int array x, and I have created new array. And the size I have given 3. Okay, 3 is the size. Okay. And or this is the one way, or you can also do this. uh, This way also you can do. Okay. Then SYSOUT, you can index 0. Hey, boy. Hmm. Then what I will do, this is the, okay, this is okay. Now I will, now what I will do, first I will show you what is the length of this array. So length of this array, how we will find with the length function. So this is the, okay, this here I am showing, this is the example of This is an I am showing example of array in this one exception. Here basically array we know array start with the index 0, 1, 2. So here basically we have 0, 1, 2. So let me show you the length of the array and x dot length function and run. The length is 3. Now you length is 3. Now you want to access the value, that is we have index 0 we will get 1, at index 1 we will get 2, at index 2 we will get 3. If you want to access index at index 3 what, but here the in array we do not have the value in the index 3, then when you want to access which is out of index, you want to access the thing which is out of index, like car name square brackets 3. Okay, now you will get an error, that is array index out of bond up section, array index out of bond up section. Okay, so this is the basically. Okay, okay, no. So now how will you handle the section? We will handle that section. Just create try catch block. Okay, and now put this calling statement, which is basically causing you the error cursor plus copy. Put in the try block because try block will handle the section. Create the section object. Send this into the catch block, and catch block will basically suppress the exception. And e dot print stack trace will say give us exact what line exception is happening, and after the exception happening that's why SOUT for checking our program is running after exception has occurred or not. Just we have print we welcome is exception array index out of bound. Okay, so we have seen runtime of section. Okay, runtime of exception. Okay. Now coming to the compiled time exception. Compiled time, which is also known as a check exception. Runtime is uncheck abstraction, compile time is just check abstractions. So compile time abstraction. So compile time is also known as a checked exception. While in compilation or our class while while in compilation under the compiler, we will basically getting the all this type of compilation error. Okay. Dot Java file is converted to dot class file in the compilation process. In that certain period of time, we will basically get a compile time error, like class not found. Means if you are running some program or running a some class, and the class is basically not developed in your project, and you have just write mention the name of the class and anything, so you will basically get class not found exception. Simple. IO exception. Then file not found. It is also very simple. File not found means when you want to try to access the file in your system which is not present, then you will get file not found. SQL abstraction is sometimes of abstraction occur when you are writing the SQL, like previous class we have seen when we write some done when we by in SQL abstraction which error we are basically doing. Okay, that is basically error, the human error, the which we have some right wrong syntax, okay, spelling mistakes. So that are the errors basically which we are done by the humans, us. So that are errors. That is a good example of the errors SQL. Then I input output abstraction. Okay, and file not found. These are the basically compile time abstraction. Now coming to a finally block. So finally block is basically a extension of the try catch block. Here what happened? We know we can handle abstraction try catch finally and try catch with success. So what is finally block? The finally block extraction of try catch block. Any content is written in the finally block, regardless of abstraction happen or not, it will basically run. It is a very simple here. After try catch block, this code is running. You can write in place of this try catch finally. Finally. So regardless of abstraction. Sorry, regardless of abstraction happen or not, the code written inside a finary block will be run. See, the code written inside the finary block will be run regardless of abstraction happen or not. So what is the use of finary block? The finary block is basically used for database closing connection, clean up of the resources. For that case, we basically use the finally block. Okay. For that cases, we basically use the finally block. Then coming to throws keyword, throw and throws. Throw, this is a throws, and then we have one more word that is a throw. Okay. So throw keyword and throws keyword. So let me go to the first throws keyword. So throws keyword in Java is basically used in the method signature to declare an exception that the method might throw and during the exception. So this is unclear. Let me tell you in my words basically what happened in what why we basically use the throws keyword. Like we know in Java class we basically create a variable main method and some another method test add some. Okay, if some abstraction to handle the abstraction inside a method, we basically use the throws keyword. Means throws keyword, it is applicable on the method. If any abstraction occur in a method, then abstraction will be passed to the calling statement of that method. So let me show you with an example basically. uh, Let me remove this all. Okay, and remove this one also. Okay, and now I am showing you throws. throws, throws, throws. Okay, what happened throws keyword? Let this is a class A. Okay, now I will create a main method. Okay, this is a main method, and I will create in main method you will create one object a1 equal to new a. This is the object of the main method class. Okay, now I will create one method because this throws keyword is basically used to handle the exception inside the any method. So I will create one public void test. Test is a method, and then throws, with the help of throws keyword throw throws keyword, we will handle an exception. So I will write exception EXEP3I exception. Okay, and now public void test throws throws syntax error throws exception after this token. So what kind of syntax error I will check? I think syntax. Public class A. In not my top. If I want to access a file, this is a method. Okay, and inside this method I want to access a file or like for which is not present inside your computer. Okay, if the file is not present inside your computer, then what you can basically do, you will write file writer writer fw equal to new file w writer, and the path of the file present inside your computer means something present in the D drive colon test test.txt is the file name. Okay, this is basically uh, not present inside. Oh, this is not file writer. Let's change to file writer. Okay, file writer. Okay. Now this is the correct sentence, and यहाँ सेमी कॉलन होगा इसलिए अब बढ़िया. Now it is right. So now we have to call this method, that is a test method. Now we can call this method reference variable dot method name is test. Okay, And you can put this inside the try catch block. Basically, I will put this calling statement inside a try catch block. Try catch block to handle an exception and put this calling statement inside try catch block. And here I will write dot print stack trace. You can double click here, so you can see the bigger size of the my. Okay, this is the basically code. File writer will basically use for writing or reading the file. Now I will what, run this program. Okay, now I am getting file not found exception because this file is basically not project inside our path. Means this in this path we I do not have any kind of file with the name text dot txt. That's why we are getting a file not found exception. So what happens? Whatever exception is come inside this method, basically go to the calling statement. So calling statement is main method. This here we are calling, so this go to here and it is built. So that's why the definition is throws keyword is applicable on the method if any abstraction occur in the method. We are getting a file not found. Any abstraction occur in the method, then file. Okay, then that abstraction will be passed to the calling statement. So here we are calling a statement with the help of main method. Okay, so here it will go and it will print the thing. So that is the basically a example of the throws keyword. Okay, so we have seen the example of basically a throws keyword. Similarly, we have a throw. Throw keyword basically used to uh, create a custom abstraction. Okay, you want to create a custom abstraction, then you can use throw keyword like here. Let me first go to the definition. Uh, Throws keyword is in Java used to manually throw an abstraction for a method or a block of code. It is mainly used to trigger abstraction internally, custom or built in during the program. Basically, from definition, it is not very clear. Let me go to our program. Earlier, what we are doing, we are using try catch block, then we are getting arithmetic abstraction, null pointer abstraction. Okay, that are the built-in abstraction. Okay, now you want your custom abstraction. Custom abstraction means if there is a you want to write something have error happen to you, create your own abstraction, own way of showing the abstraction in the console. Okay, like we are getting a file not found. In place of file not found, you want to write, you have not given a right output, this types of abstraction custom. Then what you can do here, this is the you can write here, so there is a one program. Okay, from here I can show you very simple and easy program to understand throw keywords. So just main method. Okay, like int age. I want to check the age. If someone is smaller than 15, age is smaller than 15, I will throw a custom exception like generally integer format. So you will basically get a arithmetic exception. Okay, but I want to in place of exception, arithmetic exception, I want to add some additional field like you are not eligible, you are small, in this that type of exception basically. So if age is smaller than 18, if age is smaller than 18, then you will throw throw, throw new arithmetic arithmetic that exception. It's ti arithmetic exception, and in here I will write you are small, drink, form, blank. Yeah, bone beta, bone, Okay. And just this in this way we are basically writing our custom app section. Okay. And then try then else what if the this block basically not happen, this block will be run else. That's why SOUT, you are eligible. You are ELIGIB eligible. Okay. When basically it is greater than 18, then this block will run. If it is not greater than 18, this block will run. Okay. I will running the program. Uh, So you can see this this is arithmetic abstraction, but you can see this line. You are small, okay, during bone beta. Okay, so this line we have just written here. Just you are small, drink, you are small, drink, bone beta. So in this way, basically we are creating a custom abstraction for our object. You can see this line. This is a custom abstraction which we have just created. Okay. So in this way, we create a custom exception with the help of a throw keyword. Okay. Now this all for today's session. Meet you in the next session. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.